Hello, it's Maria with Mysterious Adventure Tours, and thank you so much for joining us on this live stream. And we just decided to go ahead and give you a little bit of taste of some of the updates and exciting news that are revolving our annual, soon to be annual summit, which is Legacy of the Most Haunted, a supernatural tourism summit, which is going to happen in the end of September in northern Kentucky, which is near my town. And I want to tell you a little bit about things that we're doing there, some of the new speakers, and a new sort of little kickoff that we want to do, which embraces all that we do. Remember that all that this does, a summit, is that basically celebrating the legacies of the haunted places that we go to, bring to bring to light those that are the key takers, the ones that open up the locations, open up to the public, and then pay the bills at the very end. We're doing this to sustain them, to help them, to keep them recognized as a significant contributor to historic preservation around the world. With that being said, we decided to do something very, very special, and it's called the Legacy Awards. And the Legacy Awards are basically the People's Choice Awards, where you, because you guys know your stuff, will vote for the most haunted places and the most haunted locations around the world. What will this do? This will bring them celebrations to those that are normally not recognized. You don't have to put in the very famous ones, but the ones that in your hometown, the ones that you feel merit the attention, that you feel they're spectacular, the grassroots of the haunted, the grassroots of the supernatural, not just here, but all over the world. So I hope you have a moment to go on, and we'll go ahead and put on the comments, or you can vote for the Legacy Awards. They start tonight and they run through the end of August. They will be announced at the summit on the last day. What does that mean for you? Well, you're going to get the satisfaction that you voted for your favorite places in the world and give them the recognition, the celebration that they so deserve, right? It also is going to be an opportunity for you to win a grand prize. Yes, we're going to put together a haunted weekend, a one-night stay in your most favorite haunted city in the continental USA. Okay, so if you always want to go to New Orleans and you just want a quickie trip out and a quickie turn back in, you can win the first prize. We'll set you up in a hotel. We'll go ahead and put you in a special event or activity that's going on that night, and we're going to give you dinner as well. So if you like that, then you're motivated to go ahead and win for the Legacy Awards. On top of that, everybody comes out a winner, because every single person that fills out a voting form, again, for the most haunted and spirited locations around the world, you will also receive a one subscription month of Erie Expeditions. And they are all about what we are, about preservation of the most haunted out there, the Erie sites all around the world, to bring them to light, to bring them to recognition in a very good way. So hopefully you'll enjoy your first edition and keep subscribing. But I want to thank Erie Expedition for giving us a free magazine, digital magazine for you, for all the voters that participate in the Legacy Awards. On top of that, you're going to get a promo code for some percentage off for attending the summit. So hopefully you're going to be able to attend and meet all these wonderful people and all the activities that we're going to be doing, and then find out that you're a winner and you're going to go to New Orleans or wherever you want to go, Paducah, Kentucky, or whatever. I don't know, and I don't care. We're going to find that perfect place where you want to go, and we're going to make it special, because you are special. Thank you again for being a part of this. The summit is very, very important to us. I'm hoping you're thinking about coming, and it's kind of a risk for us. Never has this been done before. Never has. Only on stage are the locations, the key holders. We call them key holders, the ones that hold the stories, the one that goes and lock the doors at night and there's no one there. They know what's going on there. They have a special relationship with that property. Well, we're going to bring those stories over to you at the summit. So we're going to have a series of premier speakers. We're also going to have on the main stage some really fun things to do, and the exhibit hall is going to be full of vendors that are very anxious to show you how they contribute to the world of supernatural tourism, whether it be a ghost tour company, event companies, it could be authors and bloggers. You're going to meet even metaphysical folks, people that have beautiful jewelry, whatever it is. We're very selective. We want the best to be there at the summit. Again, that's the last weekend of September, specifically the 27th and the 28th. But we are opening the doors up to the Madison Theater, which is where it's going to be held on the 26th for our first of two paranormal investigations. This place is wicked. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but what a chance to win, to be able to have an opportunity to participate. And if you filled out a legacy form, you're going to get a few dollars off. So hopefully you'll do it. So, we talked a little bit about the legacy awards, and that's a big deal for us because it is non-partial. It's going to be the People's Choice Award. And hopefully, some of those winners will be able to come on stage as well to our summit. Okay, that's a good thing. Second thing is presenters, the ones that actually are the speakers. We call them the premier speakers. And we've collected a bunch of really cool people. And we're very excited about this. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can bring some of them in. And I got a little video that, how I love to make those little itty bitty videos just to get you all excited about the folks that we're bringing in. Hold on to your seats. Here we go. Wow. Yeah. We're very proud of those folks that we're bringing in from all over the world, from all over the country. These are stellar properties that have been known in our community as being the most respected and the most sought after locations that represent the supernatural tourism world. Everywhere from Ireland, where we're bringing in just Sean Ryan, and he's the owner and good friend and key taker of the Lead Castle, and Pat Noon. Anyone that's traveled with me knows Pat Noon, and they're just fantastic. But if that video went a little bit too fast for you, so let me go ahead if I can bring them on stage, just not in live, but just talk about them. I wish I could bring them all on stage. That would be fabulous, wouldn't it? First, there we have Ashmore Estates. Oh my goodness. And if anybody knows Robin Terry, he's a stellar example of true commitment to historic preservation. I respect him dearly. And the Ashmore Estates, of course, is um, a just an incredible property. And he's going to bring you the stories behind that, the ones that are not known, that are in the empty halls when people leave. So that's a good thing. On top of that, we're going to bring you, oh, do you remember the Bell Witch Cave? Who doesn't? Who did not grow up on a Halloween and night and watch the film of the Bell Witch Cave? These guys know the Bell Witch Cave, Leanne and Todd Eskew, and they're the key holders of this property. They're the ones that are engaged by the owners. It's privately owned of the Bell Witch Cave to do the paranormal investigations. They know this property inside out, and hopefully they'll bring you those secrets that are not told anywhere else. Okay. Then we have Pat Noon. Pat Noon is, I call him the fairy whisperer. He's the key holder for the Farm of the Fae. If anyone's traveled with me to Ireland, you know this is a place we go to all the time because Pat is so inspirational. And he really brings the meaning of what we do together. He's also an incredible healer, and he will tell you about his fairies. And he will tell you everything that you wanted to know because you know that the fairy lore, the lore of the Fae in Ireland is very special, very real, and it's very mystical. So yes, Pat Noon is going to be flown in from Ireland to join us. And then we have, oh my God, Salem. How could we not do anything without Salem? And Kimberly Peterson, yes, she's an acknowledged mystical witch, a witch from Salem. She actually knows Salem almost like the back of her hand, but she's going to concentrate on the property that she does a lot of investigations with. For those that go to Salem a lot, you know it's really hard to investigate Salem. It's not truly open. They're not really open for the paranormal investigation, but you know, Kimberly knows how to do them, and she does them, and she'll bring you those secrets as well. So we're so ecstatic to have Kimberly join us over at the summit. And how can we do this without my beloved and good friend, Sean Ryan? And Sean Ryan is with Leb Castle. He is a key holder. He's the owner. He's the one that brought this property to life when it was completely in ruins. And it turned out that it had a lot more than he bargained for. He'll tell you those secrets. In addition, we're going to bring a surprise with Sean. I'm not going to go really into that right now, but you know, it has to do a little bit with his penny whistle. So let's see what's going on with that. But to have and host in America, Sean Ryan to me is a true honor. And for those that have met him, you know you want to see him here, give him a big hug as well. So anyway, and last but not least right now, we have, oh my goodness, the Stanley Hotel. Imagine, this is a gal, Ariana Christensen, that actually has brought to life now the new paranormal investigations and paranormal tours at the Stanley Hotel. There was a period, and I think we all know that the Stanley decided to kind of sit back and not do too much of the supernatural. Well, we wouldn't let that happen, would we? And they decided to pivot. I think they did have new ownership. And Ariana is the core of that program come to life. And boy, does she know, she also has a little bit of witchery and a little bit of paganism. So she's not just someone hired by the Stanley Hotel to give you tours. She's a lot deeper than that. And she's going to bring in those perspectives and those true secrets that are not to be found on any kind of investigation or documentary out there about the supernatural activity at the Stanley Hotel. So, gosh, you know, it's really incredible to know that we're going to be doing all this on a very special day, September 27th. That's not all. I've got a few more that have not completely been signed off, but they're committed to joining us as well, and they will knock your socks off. So, you know, I'd love for you guys to be there. The tickets are selling pretty well. The ones that are selling most are the VIP and the paranormal investigation of the Madison Theater. The Madison Theater is in a very vivacious, culturally enriched little German town right outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. The reason we're having it in Northern Kentucky is for those people, including our speakers that are flying in, they'll be close, or you'll be close to our Cincinnati International Airport. Yes, our Cincinnati International Airport is actually located in Northern Kentucky. I kid you not, that's how we do things in Ohio. But anyway, so that's why Covington was a perfect fit. But when we met Frank at the Madison Theater in Covington, I said, this little guy is perfect for this. He is so enthusiastic. He's a key holder. He is a key holder to a property that no one knows how absolutely inundated it is with spirit, and that's the Madison Theater. So those that are going to be investigating, by the way, you'll be the first public investigation at the theater. You'll see exactly what we're talking about. This is a 1920s theater, right? And it is. It featured the silent films when it first opened. Today, it doesn't act like it doesn't function as a theater. It's actually a venue. So it's absolutely a perfect place. It's got different stages and different areas for us to do things. So that's going to add a lot to the diversity and all the eclectic offerings that we're going to be doing at the summit. So we work hard, you know. Everyone knows when Maria tries to do something, or what I should say, Mysterious Adventure Tours and our team put something together, it's full of a lot of intrigue and interesting things that are a little bit outside the box, as it should be. So we're very happy. Thank you again, the Madison Theater, for hosting us at this really historically based event. Again, no one has ever done a complete dedication weekend to the most haunted locations in the world. As founders of the National Ghost Hunting Day and the World's Largest Ghost Hunt, we decided to bring it back home, bring it back to one venue where you can visit with all these people from all over the country and all over the world that have haunted locations. So, you know, it's a great opportunity. Bring your books if you want to investigate. The Bellwitch Caves will be there. They're going to hook you up for some investigations there. Who knows what the Stanley Hotel is going to bring in? I told all my speakers, and I'm telling all my property owners, be prepared to offer you some really good deals and some opportunities to visit with their properties. So, yeah, I am just excited about this all, and I wanted to make this a short process. And just to let you know and give you a little bit of hint, we are planning at the beginning of July to bring you a new lineup of speakers as well, so that we're working on. And again, I can't make it leak out. I can't. Well, maybe you pay me enough. Okay, no, we can't do that. Your socks will be knocked off. It's absolutely incredible. So I thought about, what would you like to see? Who do you want to see there? Face to face. And hopefully you'll agree with that. I'm going to go ahead and end this again, saying thank you for all the support you guys have done. I'm going to go ahead and give you, where do you buy tickets, Maria? Oh my gosh, I'm such a bad person not letting you know where to go. You go to supernaturaltourismsummit.com. All the information I just talked about is there. You'll get to see the speakers. We'll even pop in that little film that we just showed you, so you can get a good, summary of who's going to be there and be reminded. If you go under speakers, they're there. If you go under sponsors, That's your chance right there. Come in and sponsor us, and we will take care of you as a sponsor. And thank you so much if you're considering to do that. The exhibit hall, gosh, if you feel like these people from all over the country that are coming in are going to be someone you want your product or you want to exhibit your, your services, etc. If you're a haunted location, please consider coming and being a part of this. Proceeds of this event are going to the Historic Preservation Societies. There are two of them that we will be doing, one a local one and a national one, because we want to take care of our people here as well in Northern Kentucky, as well on the national level. With those dollars, you're going to recognize that a haunting is history wishing to be heard. A haunting is history wishing to be preserved. So thank you and all for all of you that have supported our tours. You have contributed to that mission. Those that have participated in the world's largest ghost hunt for the last 8 years, you have participated in that mission, and you're making this little lady really, really happy. I hope you can join us at the Legacy of the Most Haunted Places. Do like us on our Facebook page, please. We need the support. We just got that thing up, so we need you to support us there. Go and look at our website and share it with all. Okay. Above all, make sure you vote for the Legacy Awards, because your voice is important. Your opinion is important. And who knows, maybe you'll get to go to Paducah, Kentucky for a weekend out. God bless you all, and have a magnificent the rest of this Sunday. And I leave you with the video that we went ahead and presented to you earlier. So we're again very excited that you're going to be with us. And here we go.